So the recap for today, we talked to more people. Um, More people are starting to come in. We had one guy that ran away, supposedly under the pretense that he was going to get more help. Um, we then went to the inn trying to come up with a plan. A few of the ideas was we just build a big portal to another plane and take the entire town there. Oh, I missed the part of the dragon dude push uh, went and no wait that's after we talk. Basically, the dragon told everybody get out of the town. If you leave, I'll let you leave peacefully. If you're in the town in the morning, then then we're gonna kill you. But the options came up of the portal, where we just send everybody out, or try and get everybody out of town. Either send them to a different plane of existence, or just out of the area. Um, Out came the idea of because we know the big dragon and the army is going to be hard to fight. Well, what if we can separate them? Click decided that, oh well, I can get the army to come follow me, and that leaves us without a healer. So that was kind of um, not a very good idea. So we were talking and trying to figure out ways to accomplish this without splitting us up. Say having like the White Spire or something pull the army, and ultimately what we thought was maybe if we can get them on a choke point where there's giant cliffs or something like that, we'll be at the top of the cliffs and we'll pull the dragon away that way to where the army can't get up the cliffs to help the dragon. And I think that was relatively where we left it.
Yep. The
Yeah.
only 2 points I want to hit on is it wasn't the dragon who said lay down, it was Push. And before you saw Push in the collective vision, everyone saw memories of life in the city, all happy memories, intersecting with each other. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys right now, uh, as you guys are in the inn, talking about the battle plans of pulling the dragon away and like the actual specifics of it, that's when the vision came in. Nobody passed their perception check at that time.
Wow. Even me?
You were asleep
Oh.
because the way we have rolled it, it's like you guys have been talking late into the night. That's why you guys had so many plans
Hmm.
on it, and just because we couldn't RP you effectively, we said we'll just say Meepo went asleep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but Meepo did also see this vision. Everyone in the city saw this vision. Okay, so that is where we begin. It is very late at night, and you guys are in the Green Dragon Inn.
So it's not morning yet.
It is not morning yet.
Well, I imagine while Levi's gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. Uh, we'll say that Meepo is woken up if he wants to. Click is definitely awake.
Let's see what Click is up to.
I think Chris is still making dinner.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I think Chris is still making dinner.
Or he's burning it. Okay, so
So what would Meepo want to do after seeing all that vision and stuff?
Mostly probably wouldn't be too sure what to make of it. So the division showed what again?
So, as Meepo was sleeping, he was having a ordinary dream, but then he started to see visions of life in the city. Uh, Meepo, you felt like you were working a forge and you were very proud of your work. Then you were a young child playing in the street with a bunch of other kids. You were a town guard walking around enjoying your patrol. And that is when the vision got blurry, and the only thing that you could see was Push. That's when Push gave the warning to everyone needs to leave the city before he arrives with his horde. If you leave, then there will be no harm come to you, but if you stay, there will be no quarter.
So do we know what he wants with the city?
That was one thing that people were starting to discuss.
Like, he wants all the people gone. What does he want with the city?
He did not specify.
I'd be asking the others what they think.
Why don't you ask Levi?
I thought he
Since
went
Levi,
to bed.
do you think Meepo would actually let him go to bed?
Of course not. He would poke him with his stick until he got up.
Oh, Ian, by the way, you did a really good recap, so go ahead and take your inspiration point.
uh, so is Meepo waking Levi up, or
Yeah.
I think so.
well, he didn't say anything.
He's poking you.
What? What do you want, Meepo?
So I poked you with the stick until you got up. I want to know what you thought, what you think he wants. If he wants all the people gone.
I don't know. I just know that if we can get that damn dragon alone, we're gonna blow its head off.
Or he'll murder us again.
Nah.
Yes.
If I Click took me away too fast, I wasn't able to get a good shot off.
I think we were all going to die.
Nah, we just
Self-evident.
weren't prepared. It shocked us and surprised us, and if we can surprise it instead, we'll take it out.
Okay. I have fun with that. Don't think that will go that smoothly, but all right. Well, welcome to try.
We just need somebody to hold them off for a little bit. Do do your
Not
little
exactly
hit and
alone
run
very often.
things.
He kind of has a massive horde.
And you know how Click just loves to be hit by everything that comes out at him.
Last time he had a bunch of wyverns, I think, around him. If I remember.
Yes. So there were some flying wyverns last time.
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, but we got a lot of other people as fodder.
Guess try.
I mean, if you think about it, the thing that's different this time is we only had us, and this time we got the Ghost Goose, the Shadow Knights, um, the Dorian Scouts,
Yep, but
the
this time he has
Basilisk,
a massive army.
we got all those people to help us. And as long as they can distract him, we can blow his head off.
Okay, but he's got a little army.
Who?
The dragon.
No, they're going to be held off because they aren't going to be able to get to him. We're going to
Why
be up
not?
on the top of the cliff, and they can't climb a cliff.
Gonna probably get sieged.
And even if we did, we got the White Spire too, and all the druids.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Just run away?
I don't know. Probably just die.
You only live once. Well, except for Click.
He lives twice.
Click has never died.
Rick has died.
Click has never died.
I thought he died once.
Nope, technically not, because I messed up the rules. That was completely on me. The Earth Elemental should not have been able to move to attack Click.
Okay, well, then Click's never died.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about all that.
Meepo has been trying to discuss the vision with Levi, and what do they do? Meepo appears to be thinking we're all gonna die, and Levi's thinking, no, we've got people, we can handle this. It's like we've got our group of various teams. Meepo says, but there's an army there. That's pretty much caught you up, Chris.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the army's going to be at the bottom. They won't get to us. We're splitting them up. Remember, don't split up the party? Well, we're splitting up their party. It's a foolproof plan. And
But do we have
Exactly.
can I roll a persuasion check on trying to convince Meepo?
How exactly do you plan to separate them?
We're going to be at the top of we're going to go where there's cliffs. We're going to be at the top of the cliffs. The army's going to be at the bottom on the path. So when we start attacking the dragon will come to us, and the army won't be able to come up.
And when it knocks us off this cliff?
It's flat on the top of the cliff.
Okay, but it'll knock us off the cliff.
No, we just got to find the place that it's got a nice spread out area where we can pull the dragon to, that we can then fight from like a 180-degree angle around this thing.
It sounds like a... Okay, what about all the flying wyverns he has with him and stuff?
Does he? Well, does he still have all those?
Yeah.
I don't have a reason to assume he doesn't.
Well, then that's why we have the other groups from the tavern and the White Spire.
We are going to die so hard.
If they separate the wyverns away, we have the dragon.
We're fucked. Okay.
And as long as Click and any other healer can keep us shielded, then we're good. Or at least me shielded, because I'll blow his eyes out.
Yeah, this is gonna go poorly. Okay. Everyone write a will. Everyone got their will and testament in place. If there's even gonna be anyone left to carry it out.
We're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a foolproof plan. I mean, really, the only other option is to run away.
There's not much plan here.
Now the plan is, Meepo, we try to take care of the dragon before it gets to the city, because the city has a chance against the horde, because the horde is just a bunch of walking things. But city walls don't do much against a dragon.
Yeah, but there's no answer how to do that.
It's like, Click, you said you had some kind of bait. Could we, what are you talking about? This is all
I
Katya,
mean,
by the way.
I thought I did. I don't think it's going to work, but I do have the spell Incite Greed that I can
Oh.
use, but it will only last for about a minute, I believe.
Thought he
You
already
used
was
that on the
greedy.
Hydra, right?
Yes.
Thought dragons were already greedy.
It'll be extra greedy.
That might be a benefit for us then.
Unfortunately,
It's
we're
like,
not made of gold, so.
do you have what you need for that, Click?
I do. And I pull out the large diamond. Or yeah, it's a diamond. Or ruby. It's a ruby. I pull out the ruby that I use as a spell's focus.
Oh. Let's see. I'm not decided if Oliver's there or not. I wonder if Jonathan will ever join us again.
I don't know.
Well, after talking with Gladewind, if we're gonna stop him in the Sword Mountains, we might want to consider Inarb's Tower. It's like that's in the Mere of Deadmen, which the swampy terrain might slow down the actual army. They'll be there in a few days by their reckoning, or if we try to leave tomorrow, Axholm is an abandoned fortress in the mountains that again might help us hold off the army for a little bit while the dragon comes to us.
Well, we can try. I don't know what I'm going to do down here. I can't fly, but
Clay's got something for that.
I do. I just need some wine.
you need some wine, you said?
Yep.
That should be easy enough to find.
I mean, shouldn't that
The
be
whole city.
downstairs?
It has to be worth, I believe, 100 gold.
That's some expensive fucking wine. Holy shit.
Either that or it's a lot of wine.
What the hell kind of wine are we finding for 100 gold?
Yep. Wine worth 100 gold.
That, what? The hell is that? It's an expensive fly you got there.
It's only the finest vintage.
To fly? It's an expensive fly.
Yeah, I can make us fly. I could also marry us all if we want to go that route, like I told you all before.
Polygamy.
It's like Katya says, you keep bringing that up, and I'm concerned why you keep bringing that up.
He just wants to marry you.
I say that as a joke.
I turn to Katya and I say, let's see here, where is it? Because it will give everybody a +2 to their ability to avoid pain for the next 7 days.
By the way, this is just a note. A fine bottle of wine is typically 10 gold pieces. So you're talking like primo stuff.
Well, I mean,
The stuff's.
we are in Waterdeep. We ought to be able to find something.
Oh yeah, you can definitely find it, but
maybe
Like
we'll
a
talk
hundred
to the
dollar,
council.
100 gold pieces for wine is a lot.
Maybe we'll talk to the council and have them donate it. Since we are trying to uh, help, keep the town there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I don't get when it comes to spell components. If I need a diamond that's worth 100, and I go to a jewelry store that's having a 10% off sale, so therefore I
No.
spend 90, does it still count as 100 worth of diamond?
So for the sake of spell components, 100 gold piece diamond is 100 gold piece diamond. It's like it's the simplest way we can say it.
Hmm.
We'll just talk to the council and have them donate it, or acquire, or we'll acquire it. Yeah, we're trying to save their town. That they ought to contribute something to it.
That does make sense.
Otherwise, we tell them we'll just leave. Dragon can have it, or Push can have it. There is always that option, but when's Push gonna stop? When he's done with Waterdeep, or where's his next place after that?
Yeah, that's what concerns me. It's like he didn't say why he wanted Waterdeep, but
Still know nothing about what he wants. At
no.
all. Who has sending? Can someone send?
Click has sending. Says
Ask
Captain.
Yeah,
Push
we
what he
want
wants. Maybe he'll just tell us.
Like, excuse me, guys. So you want me to send a message to him asking him what he wants?
Yeah, why not? It's a cantrip.
It's not a cantrip, it's a 3rd level.
Oh, I thought it was a cantrip.
That is message.
Kidding me, message him?
If he's 120 feet away,
So I don't think we're close enough to message him.
There.
no. Excuse me.
I don't know.
I mean, he was pretty clear he wants this town for some reason.
Woo.
But why?
We don't know, Meepo. It's like, but I'm willing to bet someone that's going to take over a whole army does not want to take a town for completely benevolent reasons.
Okay, but why? We don't know anything about his motivations. What if he's actually a good guy?
Katya looks at Meepo sternly. It's like, he killed all my friends in front of
There
me.
are situations where that could make sense.
No, Meepo.
What if he's saving the world by doing this?
How does descending upon me and my friends from the sky in the form of a giant lizard, gassing us all, watching my friends' veins turn black underneath their skin, and eyes turn white, and the coughing of blood, how does that save the world?
We don't know yet. Could be some sort of cataclysm going on.
Well, then, Push is the cataclysm, and we have to stop him.
What would be stopping the even worse thing? We don't know.
You're right, we don't know.
What does he want? I'm curious.
curious, but the chance of you finding out might not be easy.
No, probably not easy. Unless we want to use sending, I guess. And he's just very open to talking about it.
How much time do we have before they get there?
You've got about a week before they make it to Waterdeep. It depending on where you want to set up shop, whether it be according to the scouts, Axholm or Interev's Tower.
Well, I was saying we at least. So if Click actually wants to try and do sending, might as well. It's not going to really hurt anything.
Chris?
Sorry, I got my mouth full. I mean, I can if we really want to go this route.
What's
If
the worst that could
Meepo
happen?
convinces you,
What's the worst that could happen?
Katya's like, yeah, he's already, planning to kill probably millions of people.
Well, he gave them the politeness saying they could leave, and he wouldn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, I
that,
doubt the big bad
if he
evil
wanted
guy.
to kill people, he wouldn't have done that.
What were you saying, Click?
I was saying, I highly doubt the big bad evil dragon's going to reveal his plans.
I don't know. Maybe he would if he thinks they're already foregone conclusion.
I'll go ahead and cast sending. Let's see what happens. All right. Hi. Click here. Been a while. Hope you're good. Question. What is your plan exactly?
What do
We
you-
are a bit confused, but appreciate you allowing escape.
There's a long period of silence, followed by, "You're welcome." Make an insight check, Chris.
All right. So use the digital dice real quick, and I want to put all this stuff away. Insight. All right, here we go. Come on. Do not fail me. Hey, that's a 28.
This is only Push's voice, but it sounds raspier. And you hear the faintest chuckle.
Well, at least he's amused. Okay. Be right back, y'all. I'm just going to put my dishes up.
so what did he say?
He said you're
Uh,
welcome.
Because we can't hear it.
He said, "You're welcome." Apparently, says Katya.
Okay,
And
that doesn't sound like much of an answer.
No, he didn't give us one.
Well, Meepo, there was your bright idea.
So which one, guys?
What if
Do
we
you want
just annoying him with messages?
Do we want to go to Castle? Oh, not Castle. Do we want to go to Axholm or Interev's Tower? We'll have more time to set up at Interev's Tower, according to the scouts.
That one. That's my vote.
It's fine by me, I guess, but we got time. We got like a week.
You've got a week until he gets to Waterdeep. You've got a day before he gets to Axholm.
Um,
And then you've got like 3 days before he gets to Interref's Tower.
Then I say the tower, that'll give us 3 days to prepare. We should probably get there sometime tomorrow. Then that'll give us 2 days to set up and come up with a plan for everybody to set them in place.
All right. I think we should bring as many people as we can too. It's like,
The question is how we gonna get there?
well, we've got either teleportation via the White Spire. Uh, uh, I think the scouts have flying mounts. Is there any other quick transportations that we can think of?
I mean, the
Make
quickest
a-
that we know of is horseback or walking.
I do have an idea that kind of dawned on me.
What's your idea? Click.
Well, Serenetta blessed me with the spell that allows me to call a ferryman to help with transport, and a lot of people don't seem to be familiar with them. Which leads me to believe that if a lot of the high knowledge people here aren't too familiar with it, then there's a good chance that Push isn't too familiar with it. And maybe a group of us can travel along that way, might give us a little bit of a surprise.
Now, if I remember correctly, that's purely along the water, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
So how are we
We
gonna
could
use
s-
the water spell to get up on a cliff?
Oh,
Well, we could go through the mirror, maybe.
it just has to be a location near a waterway.
Yeah. It's a shame he's not attacking from the Star Mounts, because then we could take the Desserin River up a long way. Or Unicorn Run, even better.
Well, I say we have White Spire transfer us. So the first thing we need to do is get some wine. Not to drink. So that'll require going to the council. Then we need to go to the White Spire and have them set up a teleportation thing to get all of us people to the tower.
Here, let me look up teleportation circle. Everybody make an Arcana roll.
Arcana?
Arcana.
14.
17.
15.
All right. What was it again?
15.
17.
What about you, Levi?
14.
All right. Click with the highest. No, wait. 15 and then 17. Okay. Click with the highest. You don't recall exactly how it works, but you also remember that druids have a means of transportation.
Oh. And we have a druid, right?
You have the Concord, which you don't have a druid in your party necessarily.
Guys, I do remember that I've heard somewhere that druids have a way of transportation or teleportation or travel of some kind. I don't know exactly how it works.
Well, either
You
that
remember
or
it-
White Spire.
Remember, it involves trees.
I know it involves trees. That's about it.
Is it like walking trees? Gonna get us there faster?
I have no idea. I certainly hope not, because I remember like hearing a story about a group of people that ended up in a area with living trees, and they were very slow, especially when it came to making decisions.
Okay.
You know, I just thought about this. Too bad we can't convince the king of the giants to join us.
Oh, he didn't even remember us.
Oh, well,
It's like definitely would be considered an ally if just for their military might. Do you think they'd take refugees?
maybe, but we're not looking to get away.
Right. Also, just thinking about the logistics of that, actually. We'd have to load them all on ships. It's like I don't know if we have enough ships for that. Okay.
Well, if they have a way of traveling, we wouldn't need ships, right? Or are you talking about the giants?
Like if we were to non-magically move all of the citizens out of Waterdeep to the Moonshay Isles, we would need ships, and we don't have that many ships. I think
Gotcha.
Summon the ferryman.
that's a lot of ferryman spells. Okay, so I think we've landed on going to the tower and getting stuff in the morning. It's pretty late.
Can I go to sleep now, Meepo?
No.
I mean, like I don't know what else to discuss, guys.
I'm afraid I don't either.
Well, how are y'all planning to die?
Okay, this was like a technology thing. I couldn't hear you.
How y'all planning to do before we die?
Sleep.
Sleep does sound good.
We can do all. We can talk the rest of this in the morning.
Yep. All right, so everybody, assuming everybody goes to sleep before a long rest.
Yep.
All right. As you guys wake up in the morning and go down to the tavern room, it seems like there's a lot of talking going about. Everyone is talking about the vision from Push. You see that the bar staff seems to have been slightly reduced, and your service is coming out slower. Uh,
I don't know what everybody's worried about because we're gonna take them on and get rid of them.
that's a spirit, Levi. All right. Make a perception check, everybody.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Ooh,
19.
12. No, 13. 13, my bad.
12.
All right. From overhearing things, Meepo, you hear people mentioning that it seems that the smell of the city has gotten worse seemingly overnight, and that you're not sure you understand the why, but people are talking about the ships are unable to leave their docks.
Whoa. Nobody knows why the ships can't leave their docks?
And you don't understand the why. That's part of the conversations that you've caught. It's like ships were supposed to set sail on the morning tide, but they do not seem to be able. They have not been able to ship out yet for some reason. You don't have an explanation on that.
Hmm. But can I be incredibly rude and interrupt their conversation
Sure.
to ask?
You see this brawny man, rather thick neck, Yeah, he's talking to somebody over his drinks. He's like, "Yeah, we loaded them up, and as the captain tried to tow out of the dock, it's like the ship almost felt stuck. It's like my job was over for the time being. It's like they didn't need any more things loaded, so I came here. But it wasn't just that ship; it was all the ships.
Interesting. I'll tell this to the rest of the group.
Yep. The guy also mentions as he was walking up the hill to this tavern that the smell of the city seemed a lot worse. Like there was always that lingering sewer smell as stuff uh, flowed downhill to the bay, but it's seemingly worse.
Meepo, do you need another shower?
Sure hope not.
You're,
I
you're,
don't know.
you're smelling awful rank today.
I don't know why we don't sweat.
I don't think it was him.
It's like he's been digging in garbage again.
I don't think that's. I can't. Don't think I've done that anytime recently.
Well, I mean, not kind of since that time that we found you in that hole after drinking all day, all night.
Which time? Like this is a legitimate question.
I can't. It was that time that uh, he had stayed up drinking all night with that heavy drink, and we found him. Isn't that like when his clothes were stolen?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Well,
Now
only a couple
was
months
that
at
with the
most.
Howard thing?
I think it
No,
was
they
right before
ended
the
up down
Howard
a
thing.
grate or something, or they ended up a fountain, maybe? I don't remember.
I don't know.
No,
There were,
because
oh yeah, that was when you were in the plane of air and you had that heavy night and we rolled for carousing and you lost your clothes in a fountain.
Yep.
and there was the time we found him and had to find him in a box.
Yeah,
That's
that
when
time he
we
got
met Howard.
abducted. That's when you met Howard.
I don't know. Something just around here, it don't smell right. Are the drains clogging up?
Uh, Levi, if you go out and see, you can see like there's a stagnant water backed up.
I want to point out to everybody, especially Click and Katya, the water doesn't seem to be running. And then I want to take a glass of water and see if it'll run downhill someplace.
You dump out some water, and you can see like how it's supposed to like flow down the cobblestone road and flow into a drain, but like as it goes into the drain, there's a distinct smell coming from this drain, and as you listen closely, you don't hear the movement of any water. Uh, you guys have explored these sewers before, and there was a distinct sound of flowing water before.
And I will point that out to Click and Katya.
That ain't good. Says clicking.
What?
It's
That's got to be some sort of magic or something.
If Lou was here, I would imagine he would say something crass.
Well, Lou hasn't been around for quite a while.
I know. But because I've been re-listening to old episodes to try and get NPC names, it's like, oh, I miss Lou.
So
That or they're just not paying their sanitation department enough.
yeah, but they wouldn't block it.
Yeah.
Probably not on purpose. So Click is one of the resident magic users. What do you think of this?
I don't know. So I get down, looking through my prepared spells, because I think I have something that may help.
Does anybody cast light?
I don't think I have. That's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that. Levi, do you have the ability to make light?
Uh,
As a joke, Katya says, just in myself.
yes.
Could you go ahead and give us a little bit, please?
Okay. Where?
Uh, is it going to be an orb, or do you need to put it on something and then we can shine the light in directions?
It'll be an object, and then you can use that. Do you have something that you can use?
I
That's
don't. Katia,
replaceable?
you have your. I don't, but Katia, you have
Hey,
your shield, right?
I mean,
now, here's a copper piece. It's
okay,
like we'll cast it on the copper piece and flick it down there.
that'll work.
All right.
So let's
Katya
do a copper
tosses.
piece.
Yep. Katya tosses it down the hole. That you hear tink, clink, clink, clunk, ploop as it lands in some stagnant water. You can see a large wood-like uh, object that seems to snake its way through the tunnel, uh, almost completely clogging it from one side of you, as far as you can see, uphill all the way downhill. There's browns and tiny flecks of green on this object. It appears to take up most of the sewer.
Oh boy, here goes the fungus again.
And you said it's a large object.
Yep, it goes as far as you can see to the right through the drain and all the way to the left. You can't see where it begins or ends technically. It just goes beyond your vision.
It doesn't look like. I'm having trouble envisioning what you're describing, but it doesn't look like it's breathing, is it?
It is not moving.
Okay.
So as you're peering down this sewer drain, Click, with the copper light shining on it, you've seen a gnarled root before as it snakes its way through the ground. That is the thing that comes to your mind when you see this object through the sewer line.
I see. Okay.
It seems to be taking up most of the space.
Okay. So I go and inspect the root. What do I notice?
You get down into the sewer?
I do.
Okay. You get down in there. The smell is absolutely horrible. You don't remember it being this bad last time you were here. Um, this root is huge. You would say it's at least as half as tall as you are, filling up the water line of the at the bottom, and you knock on it as I assume you investigate it, and it appears incredibly solid.
I don't really have anything prepared that's going to help me out with this. Have I seen anything like this before? Can I like get an idea of what's going on?
You've seen plant roots before. This is just
Yeah.
the biggest. This is the biggest one you've ever seen, and it's
Yeah.
in this line.
Yeah, but this would have had to have grown really quickly because we had been down here before, right?
Oh yeah, months ago.
Yeah, and roots don't grow like this.
Not normally.
Really wish we had Zaris.
Does anybody have detect magic?
Not prepared.
I am not a spellcaster.
I got detect thoughts.
If you cast detect thoughts on the root, I will go ahead and tell you you do not sense any surface level thoughts.
But I do not have detect magic.
Make a nature check. Click as since you're down in the hole.
Nature it is. That's probably gonna suck. 6.
Yeah, this is a tree root. You're confident to say this is a tree root.
Definitely a tree root, guys.
So do we just need to? I wonder if we. I mean, I can blow it away and remove it if that's what's needed.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. But we
Okay.
also don't know the repercussions of what would happen. Like we're dealing with something very unusual.
What's the worst thing?
I'll be right back, y'all. I need to check the stove.
Okay. As you guys have been standing around the sewer, you know you've attracted the looking the looks from several townspeople and a couple of guards. The guards are trying to shoo the townspeople away, and they get the information from you. They said, "Oh, this is great. This is way above our pay grade. We should probably get in contact with the druids."
Yeah, I think I think we need to go back to them and get their thing. Plus, we need to, find a way to get us to that tower.
Oh, oof. Sorry, I belched. It was nasty. Okay, so what do you think, Meepo?
Let's see, try. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't see any reason why not to try to blow it up or whatever.
Catty says, "Well, if you want to wait until Click gets out of there and blow it up, then I guess go ahead, Levi."
Well, if it's not going to do any good, then I'm not going to waste my time. I mean,
I
it
don't
might
think
be
it
a
would.
little fun, but
Why not?
I mean, all it will do is create a lot of firewood, a lot of smelly firewood.
Yeah.
Wait, Levi, what are you going to use to blow it up?
Oh, probably just Eldritch Blast. Or I could
Oh,
use a firebolt and burn it.
yeah, you could try a firebolt. It's like I imagine that would burn through it slowly. If you used Eldritch Blast, it might like just break it into pieces.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll have a bunch of smelly firewood.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
Either way, we're dealing with something smelly.
Yep. Because if it burns, that smell will come up as through the smoke. That's why I wasn't really going to bother with it. That's probably more something for the druids.
Well, whenever Chris is back, he'd be
I'm
our
here.
tiebreaker. All right, click tiebreaker. What are we doing? It's like Meepo says, blow it up. Levi said, let's go talk to the druids.
I'm for talking to the druids.
All right, druids it is. Okay. You guys are walking across the whole city. It seems that many places have already start to shutter their doors, uh, put up windows, packing up and trying to leave. By the time you get to the Concord, the Grand Oak is absolutely changed. It's like the tall tree with its brilliant green leaves that provided shade and housing for the druids has now completely changed. The leaves are pink, the branches are yellow, and it almost seems to have become twisted. Make a perception check.
Everybody, or
You guys are all walking up to it.
Perception. That is 24.
20.
I'm not paying attention. I got a 7.
Click. The ground is very bumpy, way bumpier than you remember it. There's this strong smell of sewer as you are approaching. As you approach the tree, uh, you only see Aurora, the elven woman who has you have met several times before.
Yeah.
No Rokushu. She looks absolutely exhausted. Meepo, whereas Click was focused on the ground, you looked up to the tree. You spot what looked to be like seed pods starting to grow on the tree.
Click, can you please kill those? Or Levi, whoever can shoot it. I don't care.
What are we shooting?
Seed pods.
They are way up in the tree, about 300 feet or so.
Wait,
Go
I got an
ahead.
idea. Who has the bag of holding?
Katya does.
Katya does.
All right. I asked Katya for it.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to fly up to where one of the seed pods is, and I want to slide the bag of holding over it, and then cut it where it's connected to the tree, and then immediately close the bag of holding. That way I don't have to risk touching it. I don't have to risk breathing any spores. And then we can take this back to the druids and show them, and then maybe they can give us some more guidance.
Okay. That's easy enough. Aurora looks absolutely exhausted. Her eyes have huge bags under them. They're a bit bloodshot. It's like, tell me you have some good news for me. Because I think we've lost the tree. Nothing we've done. It's only seemed to deteriorate. It's like, look at the branches. They have begun to droop. It's like,
I don't know about good news, but We did find a massive root in the sewer.
She almost starts chewing on her nail. Okay.
And I begin to describe to her what it looked like and everything.
She points to the Grand Oak. It's like, yeah, it's probably that. It's you almost seem like bits of tears start to form in her eye. She does that, that it's that wipe away.
Yeah.
The trees probably spread its roots through the sewer system. It's
I can't tell. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because
it
it's
means
clogging up the sewers.
hmm it means the tree's alive. Hooray, right?
I think.
But it also means that the tree is changing and I don't know how to fix it or to stop it or to anything apparently. It's like I haven't found Roxu anywhere. It's like, and I assume that you guys also had the push vision.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone in the city. So all the other druids have, offered to help, bolster the city how they can or help people evacuate. So I'm basically here by myself now.
Yeah.
That sucks. Don't know what we could really do to help.
Are you going? We can't just sit here and wait. We can't just sit here and wait. What are you guys going to do? Because I heard from the council that there's some kind of plan.
Could just run away.
I don't think Katya would tell them the plan. The whole tower and
We want to go.
Prepare to accept death.
We want to go to Interref's tower. If we go to Interref's tower, then we think we can hold off the army for a little bit, ditch the drag or get the dragon into a favorable position, attack it with a bunch of mercenaries. It's like be able to take it on. That way, when the army eventually does get here, because there's no way we can stop an army not out in the open field, it's like Waterdeep's defenses will be enough for us to maybe drive this all away. That's the plan. It's like we came here hoping that you could help us get to the tower, or maybe even, handle this root problem. I can certainly do one of those things. It's like, are you going right now? Because I can open a portal that'll get you get you to a tree in the mare.
well,
You'll have to find the tower.
keep that keep that handy because we still got a few more things to do first.
Okay. All right. I'll save that slot for you guys today. I'd prefer if you guys did it today.
Well,
Just
maybe
so that
later today, because we've got to talk to the council and get 100 gold of wine.
oh well, that shouldn't be a big deal. It's like just tell him Just tell them that, it's
Well,
necessary
for the good of the
for
town.
the good of the town,
Yep.
and I'm sure they'll wave it off. All right. Whenever you and all your friends are ready to leave, because you're bringing the mercenaries from here, it's like I can open up a portal here, and you guys should be able to get
Get
30
close.
or so, 30 to 50 or so people through it.
That's a good plan.
I need. You know what? I need to talk to the council. It's like this whole root problem. I'm I'm suddenly responsible for everything. It's like,
Well,
so they'll
let's
need
go
to know
talk to the
about it.
council then.
I'll handle the council. You can get the wine. You guys just do whatever else you need to do.
Okay. So what else did we need to do then? We're getting the wine. I guess what we get everybody together.
Everyone that we can think of, says Katya. It's like we had those 30 people show up at the inn.
So do we want to do the sending messaging thing and get them all here, or do we want to go back there and just say, okay, let's go? Meet here. Meet at this area in an hour or 2 hours.
Look, Katya says, look, I can just walk. I know clicks. That would be a lot of messages for click. That
Okay.
would be a lot of sending for click.
Well, then let's decide a time and then meet back here at that time.
Okay. It's like, montage of communicating, people buying stuff. Unless you guys want to do a little bit of a shopping episode, we'll hand wave it for with whatever you want to spend money on within reason. You can probably find in the city.
I mean, since
Got any explosives?
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 Says says Tula.
Yeah,
I think you asked me about this before. I think
yeah.
it's like the only kind of explosive I sell is bat guano, and that's used for fireball.
Hmm. That's it. Disappointing.
I mean, I don't sell explosives. It's like, why would I need explosives when the mages can do that stuff?
Sell it to me.
Well, would you like to buy some bat guano?
I don't know if that makes enough boom.
You can try.
Maybe if
She
I
gives
shove
you
my pipe really tight and compact
a friendly smile.
with some nails.
Okay, here's some nails. Here's some
Dragon.
bat guano. Give me some 5 gold pieces.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's see. I was told that I should have more gold. Is that correct?
Katya is the one who's been holding it.
Would I have about 500 gold pieces?
I would assume that everyone could pull together 500 gold pieces by this point.
So I would like to see if I can find a rectory.
I'm not sure what a rectory is.
I have no idea either. It's a spell component. That's all I know.
All right, rectory definition.
Reliquary.
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 Our reliquary. Reliquary.
Yeah, that.
A container for relics.
I need one worth 500 gold.
So, okay, here's the question. What kind of relic are you looking for?
See, I really don't know. It just says it needs to be a reliquary worth at least 500.
Okay,
So
so
I guess maybe a relic of, I don't know, like an ancient worshiper of Serenetta or something of that sort, maybe.
finding that,
It doesn't really give specifics.
yeah, finding that for Serenetta is going to be hard in the prime material plane. It's like you're one of the first, as far as everyone else's knows, uh, open worshippers of Serenetta. Not because, she's a bad god to worship, but it's just she is so connected to the plane of air.
How long do we have again?
Well,
To
we
what?
never set a time, so if we say 4 hours or what,
Several hours. It's fine.
Oh, well, I was going to see about going to the elemental plane of air to grab one.
I don't think you have that much time.
All right. Sorry, I'm just going through my spells to see what all I can use that may help us.
Ugh.
I
Anybody
don't know.
else looking for stuff?
Not really, no.
Huh.
What's up?
I fell down a rabbit hole of oh. I fell down a rabbit hole of stuff that's gonna appear, and I was like, I can't pronounce that name. And then I found its nickname, and it's like, oh, I've heard that nickname, and I remember that one.
Oh boy. That spells pleasant things for us.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find me that bottle of wine.
well, I would think that
Aurora,
that person's getting it for us.
Aurora offers it.
So you won't have to get that. So I guess we're basically ready as long as we talk to everybody and get them there.
Yeah. Now the whole 30 some people I showed you will show up if when you ask them.
So anybody else doing anything?
Nope. Says Katya.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
Well, then I want to go with a flagon of mead.
All right. You can easily get one. Okay. So, as Aurora returns with a very nice looking bottle, it seems that it has this brilliant red and gold wax on the top of it. Click. It's like here. It's like I had to do quite a bit of chatting to convince that old fart to give up this bottle, but I hope it helps and it's not just a morale booster.
No, it will. The question is, I just don't want to use it and waste it like I did the last 2 times.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I just need to make sure that I'm given well enough heads up to use it in case we need it, or
Okay.
well enough heads up to use it before we'll need it.
So, Click, did you show Aurora the seed pod?
Oh, yes. And I forgot to tell you, I got this seed pod from the tree earlier.
She just kind of closed her eyes. Okay, show me.
Do you have like a set of tongs or something? Because I didn't touch it because I didn't know if it'd be dangerous or not.
That's fair. Um, yeah, hold on. She gets a pair of sticks and like uses them as chopsticks.
Okay. And then I put it into the bag and summon the seed pod.
She pulls it out. She looks at it, giving it a nice back and forth. Well, I can't say I've seen it before. That's that's just a continuing trend, isn't it? It looks like there's seeds in there. It's like this thing is it's about to spread, whatever it is. Guess I'll try and pluck them all before they mature. Thank you for showing me this.
Yeah, of course.
Is everyone ready?
I guess we're ready.
All right. So she finds a large ash tree. Uh, it's like I can get you pretty close to the tower, but you'll still have to do a little bit of a hike.
It's less of a
And
hike than it is from here.
hell yeah. Um, one of you send me a sending spell, and I can open up this to bring you back. You see her walk over to the tree, and then she traces her hands along the trunk, to forming an arch. Um, then she picks it up and slides it down the middle, dividing the arch in two. She pushes inside, and as the wood almost perfectly along those trace lines, it pushes inwards, and you see a green glow coming from inside the tree. She's like, "Step through quickly."
Step through.
All right.
All right. Everybody rushes through, and the immediate difference that you feel, water deep, even though there was a dark sky on the horizon, felt moderate in temperature. As you arrive at uh, Inarv's tower, the sky is black and the air is cold. And just a few hundred yards away is a lone tower, seemingly crumbled
Oh well,
with age
at least she got us
and
close, like she said she would.
yep and neglect. And I think that's where we'll stop it for tonight.
Sounds good.